Hey guys, how's it going? This is your host RealSykes and welcome to today's Call of Duty AW video. Now in today's AW video, I wanted to show you guys a really cool setup that I've been using in ranked play recently. I've been playing ranked play a lot and it's so much fun. It's actually very addictive. I love the communication and just the simple competition alone makes it addictive. And this is the class setup that I've been using in public matches and in ranked play. But that's it guys, without further ado, let's dive into today's AW video. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty dang good. I try my butt off for you guys and try to get a little decent good gameplay, but nonetheless, let's dive into the setup itself. So what you guys will obviously want to do is go to the create a class menu and choose a class that you guys are not using. Now for me, we're going to be using custom slot 3. Now in this class setup, we're going to be using the ASM1. I absolutely adore the ASM1. I've been using a lot recently. It's a fully automatic. It firing over time increases accuracy and lowers the fire rate. Best end class damage. I really like it simply for the sole factor of the mobility. This is very similar to some of the other assault rifles. However, with this, it's very lightweight. You guys can be very agile, and it's very important when you guys are playing, ranked play or, momentum or what have you. If you guys are trying to run and gun and be super fast, you want a lightweight class. So the ASM1, whether it's a supply drop weapon or not. And then for the primary attachment, we're going to start it off by using the foregrip. The foregrip reduces the recoil. I absolutely adore this, especially in terms of the submachine guns, because they're very notorious for the recoil. And then for the secondary attachment, we're using the advanced rifling. This increases the range by just a tad bit. Nothing really over, the board, but it increases it just enough to where if you guys are in long range gunfights, ever so often you guys may win that gunfight by simply using that. However, if you guys don't want to use advanced rifling and you guys are doing nothing but very close-up gunfights, I recommend using extended mags. That way you guys get a little bit extra bullets in those magazines. That way you guys can run and spray and pray. And then for the third attachment, we'll be using the stock, which allows you guys to move faster when aiming down the sights. If you guys would like to know more about the stock, I have a fully in-depth video about it. Click the annotation in the top left. So those are all of the attachments. And then for wildcard 1, we're going to be using perk 1 greed, which allows you guys to attach a secondary primary perk 1. And then for wildcard 2, we're going to be using perk 3 greed, which allows you guys to carry a second perk. And then for wildcard 3, we're going to be using primary gunfighter. Now for the exo ability, we're going to be using exo overclock. Now for me guys, if you're doing running and gunning, you're just being super hardcore, being super agile, with exo overclock attached to the ASM1 class, you guys are insanely fast. It's absolutely mind-boggling how fast you guys are moving around the map, and especially when you guys are strafing left to right or even forward or back. You guys are super fast on the map, and it's very hard for the other enemies to actually shoot you to begin with. So I use overclock. If you guys want to use exo hover, ping, or what have you, feel free to do that. And then for perk 3, we're going to start off with perk 3, perk 1, and we're going to be using toughness. Now, for the submachine guns, you guys get shot. The recoil, or when you guys are actually getting shot, it's crazy. So I use toughness. It allows you guys to not flinch nearly as much when you guys are in a gunfight. And then for perk 3, perk 2, we're going to be using blast suppressor, which makes you guys invisible on the minimap when performing exo moves. Now, I personally don't really see this being a massive issue in public matches. However, if you guys are playing ranked play like myself, you guys, I really recommend using this, because in ranked play, you guys are playing against players that are very similar in your skill set, and honestly, the blast suppressor is very, very worthy. So it's up to you guys if you use it. If you guys are playing public matches, you guys can use scavenger. And then for perk 2, we're going to be using gung ho, which allows you guys to fire while sprinting and sliding. For perk 1, we're going to be using lightweights, which allows you guys to move a little bit faster on top of using the overclock. And then for perk 1, perk 2, we're going to be using overcharged, which for the exo ability, it allows it a longer duration. But that's it guys, that is today's create a class video. If you guys go try this class, come back to the video and comment on whether or not you really like this setup. If you guys don't, let me know why. I really enjoy this setup. I've been using it on top of the EM1, and when I'm playing ranked play, I'm easily dropping 40, 50, 60, or even 70 kills per game via momentum or other game modes. But that's it guys, this has been your host RealSykes, and I will talk to you absolutely sexy, fantastic people later.